Behind every perfect marriage, there might be a missing body. In December 16, 2000, Mike Williams goes duck hunting in the early morning fog. He never comes back. The water is calm. His boat is gone, and so is he. What began as a missing person case would become one of the darkest betrayal in Florida history. Mr. and Mrs. Murder, a hunting trip, a hidden body, and the affair that planned it all. Mike Williams was 31, a devoted father, church-going, real estate appraiser, husband to Denise. That morning, he told Denise he'd be home by noon. He never showed. The search was massive. Divers, helicopters, cadaver dogs, but no body, no boat, no gun, just his abandoned truck by the lake. Florida fish and wildlife officers initially theorized Mike had drowned and his body had been eaten by alligators. A theory later proven biologically improbable, especially in December, when alligators are largely dormant. But one friend stood close to Denise through her grief. He was Brian Winchester, Mike's best friend. 5 years after the accident, Denise filed for Mike's death certificate. She collected $1.75 million in life insurance. Brian helped her secure those policies, one of them just months before Mike vanished. In total, Mike had 3 policies, one from work, one privately held, and the third was unusually large, taken out with Brian's help. Soon after cashing out, Denise and Brian got married. No public announcement, just a quiet ceremony. To the outside world, it was love after loss. But to Mike's mother, Betrayal Williams, she said it smelled like murder. Betrayal Williams wrote over 2,600 letters to politicians and the press for years, insisting her son was murdered. Betrayal said, "My son didn't just appear, someone made him disappear." In 2016, Brian Winchester snapped. Paranoid, Denise would leave him. He held her at gunpoint inside her car. She escaped. He was arrested, facing life in prison. Brian cut a deal. He confessed, and what he told, investigators shocked, even seasoned detectives also. Brian revealed that he and Denise had plotted Mike's murder before the hunting trip. Brian pushed Mike from the boat and shot him when he didn't run. Brian also led police to Cow Lake, 60 miles from the original search. He said Mike's body was buried there, under 6 feet of mud. In October 2017, 17 years later, Mike Williams was finally found. In 2018, Denise Williams was charged with conspiracy to commit murder and accessory after the fact. Prosecutors said that she lured Mike to his death and lived off the blood money. Denise was convicted and sentenced to life in prison for 30 years. But the case didn't end up. In 2020, a Florida appeals court overturned her murder conviction, not because she was innocent, but because the law didn't support a conviction based only on her planning with Brian as the killer. Denise now serves a 30-year sentence, not for murder but for conspiracy and being an accessory. What do you think? Who really won? Was Denise the mastermind or manipulated by a man she feared? Some say she got away with murder. Others believe she paid the price. But Mike Williams is still gone. And for his mother, justice came too late. Betrayal Williams says, "All I ever wanted was to bring my son home, and I did." If you think justice was truly served, comment below. But if you think there's more to this story, you are not alone. Subscribe to Sin 60 for the next twisted case.